When the field of investigation is large or detailed information is required, data is collected through methods like census and sampling. Both have their own merits and demerits which need to be considered in detail before starting a statistical inquiry. In this chapter, we will study concept of population or universe, methods of statistical investigation, important features of a sample, and methods of sampling. Concept of population or universe. Population. It means the aggregate of all the items in a statistical study. It is also called universe. Item. It denotes an individual unit belonging to the population. Sample. It is a part of the population which represents all items of the population. Methods of statistical investigation. Census method. Sampling method. Census method. Data related to investigation is collected from each and every item of the population. Merits. Highly accurate and reliable. Very less chances of being biased. Enables detailed and extensive study. Different aspects and characteristics of the population can be studied. Suitable for investigation of a heterogeneous population. Demerits. Requires a lot of manpower. Very expensive. Very lengthy and tedious process. Not suitable for a large population. Not suitable for population which is easily perishable. Sampling method. Data is collected from a group of individual units which are representative of the entire population. This group is called a sample. Suitability. When a high level of accuracy is not required. When the field of investigation is very large. When the field of investigation is more or less homogeneous. When extensive and detailed study is not required. Merits. Requires less time, money, and efforts. Suitable for the study of easily perishable items. Allows intensive research. Method is elastic in nature. Demerits. Cannot be used for a small population. Cannot be used for a heterogeneous population. Cannot be relied for accuracy. Results may only be partially representative of the population. Selection of sample may prove to be a difficult task. Features of a sample. Homogeneous, independent, adequate, and representative. Methods of sampling. The various methods of sampling are random sampling, purposive sampling, stratified sampling, systematic sampling, quota sampling, and convenience sampling. Random sampling. Each and every unit of the universe has an equal chance of being selected. Random number tables. Lottery method. Merits. Every item has an equal chance of selection. Very convenient and easy to use. Free from personal bias. Fair representation. Demerits. Not suitable for a large population. Not suitable for a heterogeneous population. Chances of ignorance of important items and not very reliable. Purposive sampling. Samples are chosen by the investigator himself on the basis of what items will best represent the whole universe. Merits. Samples can be chosen according to the purpose of the study. Allows the selection of important items. Easy method and inexpensive. Demerits. Not a scientific method. Not a reliable method. Not free from personal bias. Stratified sampling. The entire population is divided into homogeneous groups or strata. Some items are selected from each group by random sampling. The strata should be mutually exclusive and collectively exhaustive. Suitability. For heterogeneous groups. Merits. Each unit in a stratum has an equal chance of being selected, higher chances of accuracy, fair representation of minority groups, takes relatively less time and efforts, and inexpensive. Demerits. Not suitable for smaller population. Stratification can prove to be a difficult task. Systematic sampling. The entire population is arranged into a numerical order. The first item is selected by random sampling. The rest of the sample is selected on the basis of numbers corresponding to the first item. Merits. Convenient and inexpensive method. Less chances of being biased. Demerits. Not suitable for small population. Every item does not have an equal chance at selection. Possibility of losing significant information is high. Not suitable when periodic and extensive data is required. Quota sampling. Firstly, a set of control categories or quotas of the entire population are specified. Then, individual units are selected on the basis of these quotas to form the sample. Merits. Inexpensive and comparatively less tedious. Enables study of a particular subgroup of the universe. Facilitates study of interrelationships between different subgroups. Demerits. May not be representative of the entire population. Results may be skewed. Convenience sampling. The investigator has full freedom to select the sample as per his own judgment and convenience. Merits. Inexpensive. Requires less time and efforts. Demerits. Unscientific, biased and unreliable. Reliability of sampling methods. Sampling methods are not reliable when the views of respondents or investigators are biased. A wrong method is used. The population is too varied and heterogeneous. The size of sample is too small. The investigators are not properly trained. Comparison between census and sampling. Statistical errors. Non-sampling errors. These errors arise due to human errors such as personal bias, false information, typing errors, measurement errors, etc. Sampling errors. It refers to the errors of non-representation or misrepresentation when the results drawn from the sample are applied to the whole population. Non-sampling errors. Errors in data acquisition. These errors arise from recording of incorrect responses. Non-response errors. Non-response errors take place when an interviewer fails to contact the person listed in the sample or a person from the sample refuses to respond. Sampling bias. Sampling bias takes place when some members of the target population could not be included.